What's up, everybody? Joe White here, and want to talk a little bit today about what's going on with me and some wrestling stuff as well. Um, I actually was able to find a job with a new company out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and got to go orientation with them. Got to do the whole pre-trip thing, the backing, the driving test, all that good stuff, and then we got to go. Then hopefully I get started with them probably about a week from today. Next Thursday, I'm hopefully be in a truck and off and running and making money. Um, Finally got my voice back a little bit. Today's the first day where I feel about 90% better because I still had a bit of a sore throat the last week, and that's finally gone away. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this week and next week is studying up on that pre-trip, and yeah, hopefully I'll get back on that road, man. Got to get at least another 6 months to a year under my belt with these guys. Heard some good and bad about the company. Heard they made a lot of changes over the last few years, but 50 cents a mile is better than 40 something cents a mile and then going out with a trainer. And yeah, no, sorry. No, I got 9 years in this. I'm no rookie. I'm not going out with a trainer. No, thank you. Anyway, wrestling stuff. I want to talk a little bit about the fans here, man. I mean, this is kind of old news at this point, but I wanted to, I've been out of action. So what is up with these neckbeard AEW fans? It seems like AEW is only the only people who watch this are these. I know I'm one to talk, but I don't keep a neck beard. I keep myself for the most part clean shaven 90% of the time. Um, and I don't live in my mother's basement or some scuzzy apartment somewhere. Um, so you had a guy in South Carolina, imagine that, um, who kept people locked in his basement for years while he manipulated and collected their I guess their government checks, their social security checks. And every single picture of this guy out there on the internet has him wearing an AEW hoodie or he's standing next to AEW talent, one of which was Tony Khan. They blurred Tony Khan's face, but it's clearly Tony Khan. I've seen pictures of it unblurred, or not blurred, rather. And now, well, watch this. This is from the AEW Awful Wrestling Twitter here. Watch this one.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate it. Oh,
It's cold out there.
yeah, that's cool.
When she told you she was 16, why'd you quit? Why didn't you just stop talking to her right then and there?
Because I thought we could just be friends, you know?
Okay.
So we have yet another. This time it's a pedophile, another criminal. What is the? I mean, Sickos is right, man. What are you people doing? What are you people doing? I mean, I guess if you live off the government, AEW is for you. If you have some kind of mental health disorder, AEW is for you. If you're annoyingly over the top LGBTQ, AEW is for you. And that's not an insult to LGBTQ people. But the one guy that I sat to at Revolution 2 years ago for Sting's last match was extremely light in the loafers, I'll just say, and just annoying with the way he was acting. So much so that when I told him to just shut the fuck up, he starts yelling and raving, "I'm going to get you kicked out." Yeah, no, you didn't. If anything, you got me upgraded to a better seat. Thanks, pal. Anyway, so now we have pedophiles that get thrown in the mix. I just thought me and her could be friends. I'm going to go back to watching Dynamite now. I love that take a shit. He's a good one. And I love me them young buck fellers. Man. And y'all wonder why I don't go to indie shows hardly anymore. I went to an indie show last weekend. Interview with Kane Justice is up on the channel. Go check it out. Good little impromptu interview. And you had people there that looked like they just crawled out of the trailer park and hadn't seen civilization in 2 months. I don't want to be around these people. I'm sorry, I just don't. I love professional wrestling. And yes, I know it's kind of seen as lowbrow trailer park in and of itself by the general public. You know, you mention wrestling to somebody, and the first thing they say, "Oh, you watch that fake wrestling." It's like, come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Can we have a little bit more class? A little bit more class. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not saying you got to wear a suit, but don't show up, ladies, with your belly all hanging out. Stretch mark city. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Put on deodorant. There's the one guy who paid his $1,000 for him and his girlfriend to sit there in the floor seating, and the guy next to them stunk so bad that it got his girlfriend's allergies up. Because everybody's got to have an allergy or an intolerance to something nowadays, whether it be perfumes or gluten or peanuts or whatever. Because in the last 20 years, the whole world just, our immune system, come on, come on. We ate pizza that had been sitting in the pizza box on the counter all night the next morning for breakfast. You don't see me having an allergy or whatever. Come on. Got a damn stomach like a rock. Lead lined, as they say. But no, the one the neck beards who don't shower and don't put on deodorant. I made sure to put on deodorant last Saturday. Won't nobody gonna smell my, and I showered. Showered, put on deodorant, went to the show. A little bit of body spray goes a long way. And it's not just people who live in the South. I don't want to, it's everybody, man. You go to Mike Johnson for PW Insider every year. If he goes to WrestleMania, he's got to put a disclaimer out there. Guys, please wear, and girls, please wear deodorant. Carry it with you in your pocket. If you're with a female, have her carry it in her purse. About midway through the day, you go into the bathroom, into a stall, put a little deodorant on. It's like the old Andy Kaufman bit. You people, this is soap. You lather it up and you rub it on yourself and then you rinse it off. But it's like, you guys, these AEW fans, and it's only the AEW fans and these sicko indie promotions like a GCW, where they attract these sycophants, these dare I say it? I don't want to say it, but I will say it. Retarded. They're retarded. And it's self-inflicted retardation. Because they weren't raised right. They weren't what we down here in the South, we call it home training. You guys have no home training, man. You guys have no home training at all. You act a fool, you look a fool, you stank like a fool. It's just stupid, man. It's so ridiculous. And Tony Khan embraces these guys. I book for the sickos. You know, these sickos, they pay their money and they watch my booking, and they don't call me a snowman. It's need die ya, whatever that stupid chant is. I book for those guys. They're my bread and butter. You know why? Because he is one. He's a kid who stayed in his damn. He probably didn't have any friends as a child. I've said this before. This is the typical nerd who got picked on in high school. I know, hello pot, I'm kettle, but I rose above it. I got some common sense. I didn't stay in my house all the time on my computer doing the e-fed thing because I knew that if I stepped 2 feet outside my front door, I was going to get my ass kicked by the jocks or whoever else. I'm telling you, this is a rich daddy's boy, Nepo baby, who probably has a cocaine problem, who probably has Asperger's or some other mental illness. And because his daddy is willing to make him happy by shelling out the money, this is what we're dealing with now. He's a sicko himself. You know, people are talking about WWE handing out fruit baskets with the Gail Kim situation a couple of weeks ago. I hear in AEW they hand out sugar bowls. Just saying. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. And we'll see you down the road.
Hello, folk. This is Carl Malone urging you to conserve water. Remember, if it's brown, flush it down, but if it's yellow, it's mellow.